And here we go again, another heat wave, but how hot will it get and how long will it last?
Because love it or hate it, it is warm out there, John.
Yes, some like it hot, but some of us don't. Deja vu, here we go again. Yes, the temperatures are building. We're already into the 30s in some places. The heat's going to continue basically for the rest of the week. There'll be subtle variations day to day, clear skies today. Tomorrow, a bit more cloud in the sky. And for some of us, it won't be just as hot as it is today. There's a limp breeze out there. It's not very strong. Heading to the beach would be a good idea if you can cope with the traffic. It will be a bit cooler here, but inland we've already surpassed some of these numbers, frankly. So I reckon 33, 34 degrees is entirely feasible later on this afternoon.
Yes, thanks very much, Lewis. Temperatures continuing to climb. It's already 32 degrees in Surrey, and here in Berkshire, temperatures are over 30 Celsius in the strong sunshine. Now, as you move a bit further north across the Midlands and particularly into northern England, we are seeing more cloud here.
Take a quick look at the situation out there right now. Hi, Darren.
Hello there, Lewis. Yeah, we're now into the 14th day of the year with temperatures reaching 30 degrees. And it's going to be across this part of the UK that we'll get 30 degrees plus today. 33 or 34 degrees is possible. Tomorrow, the higher temperatures of 30 degrees plus are further north and further east into northern parts of England. 33 degrees could be our top figure tomorrow. By the time we get to Thursday, temperatures will be a little bit lower, but it's still going to be hot across some eastern parts of England. And then on Friday, the heat starts to build again here across southern England and South Wales.
Hello. Been pretty hot today, hasn't it? A lot of warm sunshine, low to mid 30s in a couple of places. Temperatures will stay quite high, just not quite as high as earlier on today, and we could even see an occasional shower during the course of tomorrow. But after Thursday, they'll pick back up towards 30-degree mark, I would have thought, and a lot more sunshine coming through as well. So it looks pretty fine as we head into the weekend. We might just see a little bit more cloud creeping in as we head through Saturday and Sunday.
Lovely weather down there in East Sussex, but praise the Lord for air-conditioned studios, eh, Sarah?
Absolutely, Clive. Yes, good evening. Well, it was picture postcard perfect weather out there today, and if you like the sunshine, not a lot of rain around. Of course, many of us are crossing our finger for a bit of rain. Not much of it, in fact, in the forecast for the next few days. This was the picture in Henley-on-Thames in Oxfordshire, and not too far away from this, elsewhere in Oxfordshire, Benson was one of the places today that hit 33.4 degrees. So it's officially the fourth heat wave of the year across some parts of England, and that heat wave is going to continue through Wednesday and in fact for the next few days for some of us too. So where's all this heat coming from? Well, it's coming from the south. We've had extreme heat across parts of France. Spain's been extremely hot as well. And we've got the winds coming in from a southerly direction. So we're importing this heat from further south in Europe, and it's spreading right across our shores through the middle part of this week.
And now to John Hammond, who never ever gets grumpy in the heat, do you?
Oh, what? You know better than that. Yeah, for many of us it was a day for the beach, thousands down in Hastings, but for others it was time to seek some shade. And as we saw earlier on in Alison's report, pollution levels are a concern. Of course, many of us could do with a drop of rain. Well, over the next few days, I think the headline really is that the heat will continue. There will be subtle changes from day to day, a bit more cloud in the sky tomorrow, very little in the way of significant rain for the next, week or even more. So temperatures by the time we reach the weekend will be easing down a touch.
And with the UK experiencing its fourth heat wave of 2025, for some tomorrow is going to be even hotter. But how long is this heat going to last? I'll have all the details live from here, the beach in Aldeburgh, on the Suffolk coast a little later in the programme.
Becky's on the beach in Suffolk still. Becky, what happens next then with this heat?
Well, Mary, we're expecting the peak of the heat to actually be tomorrow now. Initially, we were thinking it would probably be today, but potentially we could see temperatures again rising to around 34 degrees, the isolated chance of a 35 as well. So really, it has been a very warm spell indeed, and we are expecting it to be somewhere around the sort of Lincolnshire, the Wash area, where they see the very warmest temperatures. But with the temperatures rising, you can see that the coast is definitely the place to be. Now, Aldeburgh is definitely a beautiful place to be at any time of year, but Particularly when those temperatures are rising, it is very popular indeed. Temperatures here hitting 33 degrees. Families, of course, have been flocking to this beautiful part of the world for a very welcome cool down. And I don't think that the UK coast is going to be any less popular with that lovely sea breeze through tomorrow as temperatures continue to be very high indeed. Let's just have a look and remind ourselves that, of course, the UK is still very much under the influence of a heat health alert until 6 o'clock tomorrow evening at least, and then very gradually those temperatures will start to cool down at last. Let's have a look now at the national forecast. So let's have a look ahead then to the next few days. And it's a difficult time of year really, because when the sun is shining, some people love it, some people are not enjoying the heat. But either way, the details are that the temperatures will slowly start to cool down after one more day tomorrow. And of course, we are going to be seeing, as is very often the case, some isolated thunderstorms, particularly towards the north. Now, the upside of these lovely clear skies is the fact that we've got clear skies tonight. It is the peak of the Perseid meteor shower. You could see up to 100 meteors in a very short space of time, so make sure you take a look. Back to you.